Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided to start my tutorial class today with starting from the brows. You know, the usual. I do my prepping and my foundation first before the brows and then the shadow, but now I had to do the brows first because I actually wanted you guys to see my brow tutorial, how it comes out. Okay, so lining your brows is actually very easy if you understand the brows. Okay, you see the way I groomed the brows, it's just there. You don't have to take too much of it. There are many a times when we take too much of it and you get to struggle with the brows. Okay, I groom my brows starting from the corner of that uh the bridge of her nose, the corner. um then I try avoiding the brow bone area. Okay, I just take it up a little, that brow bone area, and that's it. But I like it following the lines, the natural lines created on the face. That's how I like my brows flowing. Okay, so the brows we're doing normal is a soft angled brows. That's the kind of brows I do. It only depends on special requests. There are times I do my brows for um a feathered brows, depending on who and how the brows is. I actually like my brows looking a bit natural, you know. Okay, then I use two shades lighter than her skin color. Okay, that should be two shades, two or three, not to set it. Two or three shades lighter than her skin color. The concealer palette is actually a concealer from FB Cosmetics Ferracush. That's the palette I use for this look. So you see the way I define the brows. It's just easy. You don't need to struggle with it. Once you stroke, like once you're done lining, you just follow. Okay, now you're going to see what I did here. I didn't follow the line because I noticed one of the brows went deep in, like it was too in. So I had to, by cuts, by creating my own line. The line I feel it should be necessary. You get, if you watch, you still see that same spot there. There's a space there on the brows. Okay, so that's how I like doing my brows. I like the both looking almost same. I know it's not actually easy, but I like it looking same, and of course neat, clean. Yes. Well, for those that want to get in touch with me, you can check out my IG handle, Touch of Venice Makeovers. Touch of Venice, like underscore makeovers. Okay. So you see the way I had to keep my brush just to get the top part of it. Sometimes I turn it the other way around, sometimes I take it this way. This way comes out neater most of the times. Okay, you see this one, I did it this way. Yeah, I had to do that. So doing your brows is not very difficult. Just have to put your mind down there and do the brows, that's all. Okay, then I take my time to blend the concealer lines so that they don't get too obvious, you know. I try blending them out, but inner corner of the eye path and the outer corner of the eye, try to blend that so that then I take my powder from Zickel to dab. I use the lighter color, the color I actually want to be on her brow bone area. That's the color you have to use. You must not follow my color, any color you want to be on the brow bone. So I wanted something actually very light because the look we're creating was kind of we needed something very extremely light, but which word will I use? Light and romantic. Yes, actually that was the kind of look we wanted. Something eye-catching but it's calm. So I do my dapping. I don't drag, I dap. Watch, if you actually want to really understand my video, you watch the movements of my hands, you know. I dap, I don't drag. Most of the times when you drag your powder, your foundation, you tend to have breakouts. So I use a darker shade inner and a lighter shade at the brow bone area to get my effect, because the corner of the nose path I'll still have to do some contour. So that's my eyeshadow from is a Juvia palette. Okay, so I'm using a very light shade. As you can see, it's a very light shade. I just wanted something light, you know, a very light shade with a mixture of I think I used a light brown, very light brown, and a mixture of red, kind of. Okay, yeah, we're doing this, yeah. Okay, you can see the red pop out there at the edge. Then I that's my primer. I use the primer just to make sure that my shadow is all popping, even if it's going to be calm, you know. So I'm taking my time to dab the primer, and I actually don't want this obvious line. You see, I'm trying to take it off, or I've taken it off rather. Doing same to the other path. Yeah, then I'm using a shadow from Zickel palette, a light pink from Boss Lady, I think. Yeah, Boss Lady. So I'm using a light pink to go all over the eyes. Very, very light pink, almost kind of a silver shade, but that's what I'm using. So I had to do that lifting there. Why I did the lifting there, it helps to avoid breakouts of shadow. You know, there are some eyes that are a bit folding, like you see the lines, so you just have to lift it up a bit to get the exact shade. So I didn't do the pink shade all over. I just had to take my my eyeshadow. Was that an eyeshadow? Oh, that's was a bronzer I used from Top Face. I like that particular shade, so I had to use it for the eye to create that um calm effect. Then that's my liquid glue, my glitters glue from uh is a benign product, benign, that I used to place on the eye. I just placed that on the pink shade just to add a bit of this glitters there. Yeah, just there, just there. Yeah, I just dab the glue in, the glitters in, just a bit. I didn't want too much of it. Then I used Tara liner. Yeah, Tara liner, I guess. Sorry, I can't remember. Tara liner for this look. Yeah, it's Tara liner for the look. It's actually a liquid liner, just to create this. So I use the Zaron pot liner for the inner part. There's a black liner to create that. It's not all popping the way I usually like it, because my model had there's teary eyes, so I didn't want to spoil the whole makeup. Okay, because of the spots on her face, I actually used a powder a bit darker than her skin color, just to cover the spot up first before I go over to making my just applying my concealer from Ferragamo. That's my best brand of concealer. I don't know, I kind of like this concealer and LA concealer. Those two go well for me. So I just dab through, then I used my powder, a dry powder, all over there so as to avoid smudging. Then I use my dry powder, a darker powder for the contour down there, as you can see. Then I try to apply my powder all over, then my setting powder to set the face and the nose. It's a sachet setting powder. Then I use my brown pencil from Dervis to create the lip. I wanted everything very mild. Okay, so I used 3 lip pencils there: the brown, the pink, and the darker pink, a lighter pink and a darker pink. So I applied my benign underneath her eyes and my glitters, the silver glitters underneath the eye there. There you go. Yeah, you see how the eye pops? That I actually wanted. That was the exact look I wanted. Something calm but all popping. Then I used my mascara to pop out the lash line, her down lash out, and I applied a little glow down there. Blend it out. Then my glue there and there. Wow, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And a little blush, just to give it this reddish, like it actually came out nice. Yep, very nice. Take a look at it. It blends with her skin. The whole spot covered up. So I like this look. This is how I like my calm look. Sometimes way calmer than this, but this look I just will I call it a halfway glitters, but a calm halfway glitters look. Yep, that was what I did. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, and you can check me out on IG Touch of Venice